Hey folks, Mature Simmer here. So, welcome back. I don't know why I didn't notice this scroll bar. I know it's there, but it's just the way it divides this plane. I thought there was like some sort of a problem, but I've been staring at this for so long. So it's been a few days. I've got a couple of these done. I think I was 3 of 10 when we were done before, so I've just finished 6 of 10. I tried another one earlier today, and basically the plane stopped functioning on final, and I crashed into the ground after almost 2 hours of flying. It was really fun. It was really fun. So obviously I didn't make it. The good news is I now am over 100,000, and so that is all I need for passenger transport airline. So I am going to go ahead. Well, there we go. We can now fly another aircraft. That's interesting. I didn't get any new things, but somehow did something. So this is 100,000. Allows you to operate an airliner equipped with jet engines, and it's a 737, and I'm going to get both the 737 MAX and the Cessna Citation Longitude, which might be better, but it might also then pull me off of some of the others because, yeah, the charter flights, they're just so hard to find. I don't know that these are going to be any better. Let's see, one-time payment, retry at any time, so we're definitely going to go ahead and do that, and then this will help. Alright, so we're going to do airborne departure. Oh, we're going to have to do a go-around? Really? So we don't even have to land? That seems odd. Okay. Obtaining this certification will mark the beginning of your career as a proper jet airliner pilot. The ATPL jet specialization will enable you to fly passengers on any airliner equipped with jet engines. Showcase your piloting skills by performing an approach and go-around at Nice Côte d'Azur Airport, France, aboard the same Boeing 737-8 MAX that you use throughout your airliner training. The go-around is an essential safety maneuver that every pilot should master. So yeah. So hopefully it's simple. I mean, my goodness, I've been flying the jet airliners for a year now. Not quite, but yeah. So I would hope I know how to do this. The go-around is a little bit of a trick, but I mean, you just kind of slam on your throttle and go. But yeah, I was actually getting ready to shut down for the evening, being like, well, I don't want to do, because most of the VIP flights, even the short ones, are an hour and a half. God, that is a terrible sound. Okay, I hope it's working.
You've done great so far.
Oh, good.
Now,
That's good.
show me how you handle the final parts of this flight, and you'll be on your way to becoming an airliner jet pilot. As you know, we are not going to perform your typical landing today. We will be simulating an emergency procedure instead. Keep flying as if you were going to land normally for now.
Okay. Are my gear down? No, they are not. So we are going to do that. Okay, I'm bouncing a little bit more than I'd like here. Yeah, I loved how we were exceeding the speed at flight level, but below 10,000, meaning we were going more than 100 and, or I'm sorry, we were going faster. Why am I not slowing down, by the way? Does it not think my throttle is working? Okay, my engines are responding. I just want to make sure, because the fact that I'm still going 200 miles an hour, because I'm sure...
You'll start the go-around procedure once you reach 300 feet altitude in front of the runway.
Because yes, I'm sure the flaps are not helpful. And again, I've got my gear down, which should have also slowed me down. So yes, we're preparing for landing. So that would be, you know, get flaps down. Normally 5%. Why would it really pull up? What? I can't tell where I'm at. I guess I'm 800 feet above, but... Alright. This is just not the way I would normally do this, but...
500.
But it's slowing me down that way, so...
400.
I'm gonna speed this up a little bit.
Alright, be ready to go around on my mark.
200. Too low. Flaps.
Aircraft on runway. Go around. Flaps 15.
Alright, we've got ourselves to 15. And then we just have to reach initial climb. So it all seems to be working pretty well. We're really only at 1,000 feet. That seems strange, but as fast as we're climbing, but... Alright. So now we just need to get to the turn point. And again, an airliner's theoretically easier to fly. Alright, so at this point I should be able to get my flaps up and then obviously get my speed going faster too. Alright, and then I think once we get to turn point it's over. So in theory, I will have shown my skill that I can approach and then, okay, maintain 3,000, so let's, and then we want to reach heading 140, alright. So, whoops. Alright, and again, we'll slow down. Whoops. I went too far. What's going on? Terrible with my altitude. Oh, I see. So I have to switch on heading mode and...
Only a few details to iron out, but that was some solid flying. You've passed the test.
Oh, okay. I might have only gotten like a... Oh, I got a B. Alright. Yeah, you can be pretty sloppy, clearly. Because, yeah, I saw turn on heading and whatever, so in theory I should have turned my autopilot back on. I didn't do that, so... Alright, but that gets me that. Unlocks a couple new aircraft. You know, and once again, like, I've got the turboprop, which only requires 50, but my hope is, you know, this one's 250, but that's a long way to go. So in theory, there's other, okay. So I still have to get 9 of 15, but, alright. So, I mean, still working on this, working on that, because I was like, oh, all I need to do is get my airline transport pilot rating and I'll be good. But yeah, so for this, all we've got is the 737 MAX. Now it's interesting because it's like, do I even need the turboprop rating? I don't think I do. Which is a little crazy, because yeah, this is going to take some time too to be able to get to cargo transport heavy. Is doing medium missions, because again, those are like 3 or 4 hours long. And again, you got to do it with an A or above, so you got to be really good. Oh, okay, so this one I need turboprop to be able to make it, but I also have to do a bunch of firefighting missions, so, you know, I'll have to decide. I'm sure at some point over the ownership of Microsoft Flight Simulator, I will go ahead and do that. But yeah, at this point, I mean, we are really down to, two things on the fixed wing. It's just the turboprop, so 300,000, and then taking the test, and I'll have that done. Again, I just don't know what I might be able to do to go that way. That's just been causing me some issues for a while. But yeah, we don't have. I was thinking, oh yeah, we'll be able to go look and see where the mission is, but we can't. I don't know if I go in if it's going to tell me anything else. It probably won't, because we haven't really unlocked anything. Alright, so yeah, so it looks like right now, unfortunately, I just can't get anything beyond the planes I've got. So I've just, kind of been doing the Daher, the DA-62. The Baron's a little goofy. It kind of has a problem. And then again, I've been trying to do that Vision Jet. So definitely need to do some work. But yeah, I can at least get the citation, the 2 citations now. Otherwise, I would only have been able to do the Pilatus on the VIPs. So that's the situation. So back to add on to what I was working on. You can see we're at 84,000 credits again. So right now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to work on my Turbo Airline Transport Pilot rating, because I can afford that and it's unlocked. The other thing is not. Really, that's just going to get me some planes that I don't know that I'll use anytime soon, but it's good to have the rating. Alright, so I've been looking at a couple things as I've been going on, and I have enough for the Turboprop Airline Transport Pilot. I just don't know that I would ever do anything with the company for that, although I might. I just might not do a jet airline, so, because I think that lets you use, like, the TBM 930 and stuff. But I can go ahead and do this, and it's just good to know that you then have these things available to you. So let's go ahead and do that, because I should be able to, get money back somewhat quickly. All right, so again, we're doing an airborne departure to a landing. So that is what we're going to need to do. Now that you have passed your ATPL, it is time to complement it with a new certification. So it's Airline Transport Pilot Rating. But after passing this check ride, you'll be able to embark passengers on airliners equipped with turboprop engines. Prove what you can do by performing a flight maneuver as well as an approach and landing at Frankfurt Airport, Germany. The aircraft that you'll be flying today is the de Havilland Canada DHC-6 Twin Otter 300, a classic regional airliner and utility aircraft. Never touch this plane, so this is going to be another one of those that's like, yeah, what's this really like? I just plugged in my flight stick. I'm hoping it will all work. I just realized because I had it off because I was doing some iRacing, and I don't want the 2 controls to fight each other. Alright, pretty plain looking aircraft. I don't like how it's drawing in though. You can see it just put paint on, which probably means it's not fully loaded, and that, again, this part, I mean, honestly, maybe the rest of the plane is still not done. So I'm not sure I want to pop in yet.
We have time to perform one last maneuver before rejoining the last legs of the approach towards Frankfurt Airport's runway 07R. I want you to show me that you can safely recover from a power-off stall.
Oh my god.
You will be free to start the recovery as soon as you hear the stall warning. Be careful not to overdo it.
Okay, what does that mean? Fly straight and level. Okay, wait for the aircraft to stall. Great. Okay. Yeah, so basically, it's not letting me do anything with the toggle. Okay, my airspeed is at 100. I'm definitely having to pull back a little bit more. I can't tell my vertical speed. I'm not sure if that... I don't know what that dial is straight in the center. Under the word stall, 2 up above it. Okay, so the stall is doing its thing. Okay. So I've done it. Does that mean now I can slowly pitch down to gain speed? Alright. And then climb back to 4,500. So that's my problem, is I don't... Okay. I'm going to announce a full stop landing.
Frankfurt Tower, November 9er, 2981, is 12 miles southwest, 3,000 feet with Yankee to land.
November 9er, 2981, Frankfurt Tower. QNH 101 tree fly straight in
Okay.
runway 07.
I see the altitude on the side, 3,400.
Make straight in runway 07.
So I'm trying to
flight
maintain
9er.
my speed with the climb. So in theory, I accomplished the stall recovery. It's just, can I get myself down to the runway in time after I reach 4,500 feet is the issue. I should be okay. Alright, so we've climbed back, and now we need to reach that. So let's see. So we'll reach DF 914, and then I know we need to go to the right. Okay. Why are the engines not going down? Does it take that long for it to do that? I don't understand. Okay, we have to reach the final approach fix. It is not drawing in nicely. But we'll get ourselves over. Yeah, it's like you just saw the rivets come in. Like, it's still loading the plane in here. So, I don't particularly like that part of it. But anyway, alright. I think I'm going to try to keep it at like 2,000. Because that's the thing. I think that gauge that I couldn't read, you can see it's got more stuff on it now. I just think it hasn't loaded in all my gauges. Which is just insane. But again, it's a plane I've never used. So, like, it wouldn't be in my cache, and again, maybe the other gauges are similar to stuff in another plane. Alright, so at least the engine will speed up. So that's good. And I think once I get on the final approach, we'll be okay, because I should probably have enough room. I mean, this seems relatively simple to fly. I would really love those gauges to clean themselves up. Okay. Because I really do need to slow down and get flaps out. I don't remember if the runway's straight on or not, or if I still have to turn. But I'm gonna put the flaps down soon. Alright, so the runway's over. Oh, great. I wonder if there's any speed I can do it. I mean, I'm in the white, so in theory I should have been okay. Okay, so the runway's way out there. Yeah, just drew in the interchange down below. Looks like a few buttons. Oh, there we go. Now I can see 1,300. So now I can read my gauge. Oh, that's just scary. The joy of streaming things in, right? Okay, so the thing is, do I have more than 2
Flight
settings?
slope.
I may.
Flight slope.
Is it a bad glide slope?
Flight slope.
Okay. Yeah, I can go down another
Flight slow.
Yeah, in theory I'm low, I think is what it's probably telling me.
Flight slow.
What I don't know is, do I have wheels out? Okay, they're fixed. They appear to be fixed wheels, so.
981 wide 267 at 12. Clear to land runway 07 right.
Yeah, I have wheels, so.
Clear to land runway 07 right,
slow.
981.
Flight slow.
Wow, I can go further down.
Flight slow.
Okay, my throttle must be up above my head.
Flight
Let's
slow.
see. Alright, so that is full flaps. Just so I know.
Slow.
And I'm staying at 1100, so there we go. We finally have the first white PAPI light. And then we should get one more, and then we can start. There we go. That's 2. So now I want to pull back some. Because, yeah, now I've got 3, so now I'm too high. Because, yeah, we had gotten up to 1300. I was at 1100, so yeah, I'm definitely... Okay, I think I went back down to 2 there. My V-speed's 700 down, so it's not too bad. Alright, 800, 700, let's see, we're at about 80. Speed it up a little bit. But I should do pretty well here. And then at this point, because I have both the airliner, the jet airliner, and now the turbo, like, other than the heavies, I've got all my certifications. There's only going to be one certification left to get after that. Okay, so I'm too high again. We're a mile out. So let's get ourselves down a little bit again. Okay, down to 2. I don't want to go too high. Alright, now we're too low.
Minimums. Minimums.
Alright, that's loud. That's loud. But yeah, I mean, now we're at like 200, which really shouldn't be doing. But yeah, Frankfurt's a nice big airport. Alright, so we're gonna pull back. We're too high.
30, 20.
We're getting the stall. Okay, I shouldn't need... It says if needed, but I'm okay. I slowed down nice and slow. So Control M and Control F. That's always good to know, because I didn't know. So the thing is, this is so badly rendered at this point, like I don't know where I pull into the hold short. I think it's just a straight off taxiway. But yeah, I think I hit it hard enough that landing rate monitor from FS Hub obviously felt and again, I was in a stall, so
981 exit runway when able.
I really... Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened? What just happened and why?
981 contact ground on 121.955.
My goodness.
Going to 121.955, 981.
Alright.
Frankfurt ground November 9
So
or
we've
2
got the
9
Lufthansa
taxi to parking.
hangar over there, which would make sense.
November 9 or 2 9 or 81 taxi to gate Sierra 40. 4 using taxiway Romeo 15 cross runway 07. Right
It's
Mike
drawn
25
in the
right
lines.
19
You
cross
just saw
runway
it.
07 right
Like,
Romeo
it
11
painted
Sierra
it right in
23.
front of me. I mean, and the good news is, I'm sure, in theory, it will do
Taxiing to gate Sierra 40.
You know, it'll
4
do
using
what you...
taxiway. Romeo 15 cross runway 07.
what you're
Right
near.
125,
That would
Mike 19
that would make
cross runway
sense.
07. Right Romeo 11 Sierra 2 tree 981.
So if I... Alright. It's very close to the caravan, honestly, and kind of what it looks like. It tips a lot when it turns, I'll tell you that. See, like, this is just odd. I don't know if... Man. That is a sway, if I've ever seen a sway. Well, in theory, I'm supposed to have gone that way, but I don't think it much matters as long as I can make it. There we go. And now it redrew. I just don't want to get a speeding penalty if I can avoid it. So, Republic Airways. Bandwidth too low, which probably is not helping with some of this. I don't know why it's that low. I'm not doing anything else in the background. Doesn't mean someone else in the house is not, but it's my normal late night session, so if anything, it's the son that's doing stuff. Well, I suppose it could be the son and the daughter. Sometimes they play stuff on Steam together, so... Man. It's like the engines go up and then they go down very, very slowly. Alright. So I'm assuming I got my certification.
Congratulations. You've passed the test.
There we go.
There are only a few kinks to iron out in your flying, but you did
So
great
let's
today.
see if we cleared 900,000. Landing smoothness, not so great, but I did 100% on the stall maneuver. I would think that would be a big thing. Doesn't look like I quite made it, but that's okay. We've still got a high B. Okay, but it allows us to operate airliners equipped, and now we get a couple that, like, these are crazy. I don't know. I mean, maybe just to try them one day. But yeah, at this point, fixed wing, man, I've got it all other than... And it says this will be available in a future update. So that's the thing. I don't even know if you can get it yet. Because it doesn't seem like I have to unlock it. I mean, even though it has a lock. But, so let's see. I mean, I probably... Because, yes, like the Turbo Airline Transport Pilot endorsement gets me that. But again, I only needed the jet airliner for that. And now... You know, but I have to do the cargo transport, and then that's the super heavy, but that's where you need the airliner. So I'm wondering if these planes aren't even available yet, maybe. So that might be part of the future update. But yeah, but that means here I can't do the 787 either without a heavy, but I could do the 737 MAX, and then that Hart Aerospace Echo Sierra 30 gives me that piece. But again, and I've got to just get A airline missions above with an A. But this was the one that I was trying to get to, and again, get the jet airlines so that I could do the Cessnas, because I like them. While I like the Cessna CJ4, I don't have a longitude in 2020, so that's a new plane for me here, so that'll be good. That is my next thing, so I'm going to go ahead now, and we're going to go back to HQ, and we're going to have new missions here, because that charter, I haven't gone in since then. Oh, interesting. It should have given me like a new updated one. Did it not tell me? Oh, that's just scientific research that people can do, so... Oh, that's the Arizona one. Never mind. Yeah, so I'm a little surprised because it didn't suddenly tell me this, and I haven't been in here since then. So I guess the thing is, do I just get new VIP missions with new planes now? So at this point, just to give things a try, I cannot find any VIP charter transport VIPs. They're all private. So I'm not finding the level. I'm not finding the level I need. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. You're about to create your first company. It enables aircraft maintenance and failure options to provide a realistic flight experience. If you wish to continue your career without the maintenance system enabled, you can continue flying employee missions. Okay. Alright, so name your company. It will do displayed in your aircraft. Must be under 20 characters, no vulgar language. We'll do that. Alright, now this is create my first company, so I assume I can do others. Because, yeah, I might want to still try a passenger one with a charter one or something later. I don't know. We'll see how this goes, because the danger, again, is with crashing. But I think I'm still going to need to do some employee ones. I'm just hoping that it won't suddenly be like, oh, you can't do anything. Because that would be annoying if you couldn't pick missions.
Congratulations. You just created your first company. However, you're going to need to buy an aircraft to begin flying for yourself. Keep in mind you can still fly as an employee at any time if needed.
Alright. So that's good. Okay, so all companies, MatSimm carriers, manage account history, total incomes, passive incomes, your account, interesting. And then, okay, so I own that, but yes, I can still purchase others. Alright. The question is, like, how do I... Oh, okay, so you go in and manage, and it's different. Okay. So I can buy aircraft.
At this early stage of your new company, you can only access used aircraft. Keep going, and you'll soon be able to buy brand new aircraft.
Okay. It can be more or less damaged. So that's always fun. So let's just see what we have, because I think I want...
Used aircraft are much cheaper than new ones, but you cannot configure them. Pick one so we can see its condition.
Alright, so the question is, can I not get? See, that's disappointing. But let's see.
This is where you can see the aircraft's current condition before committing to a purchase. The way you fly drastically impacts aircraft condition and the associated maintenance fees. So take care of your planes. This aircraft looks good, but in future be careful, as it's not always the case when buying secondhand.
Okay. So last maintenance, 0 minutes mandatory in 1 hour. Delegated maintenance. I just really don't want a Cessna. I kind of want... I want the Caravan, if I could. That was my hope. So I'm assuming other planes will come up. So at this point, I'm not going to buy a plane. We'll see what I can find in my employee missions. Because again, I'd really like to fly one of the new VIP missions that I've unlocked.
Right now you don't have any aircraft to work as a freelancer. You could purchase an aircraft for your company to do so, or keep flying as an employee.
I see. Employee. Okay, so freelancer jobs are different. Alright, so looking over things, nobody seems to be able to find, at least anything I found on the internet, the VIP charters. So rather than continue looking at that, it seems people say, start with a small plane, and because you're making a good amount of cash, that it actually works out pretty well. And then you can use other planes for passive income. So I'm going to go ahead and look at this, and now we see everything's good. We're going to go next. Alright, it's giving me a variant. It's loading, so I'm going to let it do something here. Let me look. I guess it won't. But it does have a Garmin.
Now it's time to choose an insurance plan for your aircraft. There are different options available, each with different levels of coverage but also different fees. Choose the option that best suits the type of missions you'll be flying.
Now, you're billed every 20, like physical 24 hours? So salvage, crash coverage, wow. I mean, in theory, man. Does this tell me anything? It doesn't. Because somebody said, like, if you don't have enough money, like, you're not insured, but it doesn't tell you. I have run across that. Because the thing is, like, the crash coverage, like, having nothing seems stupid. Alright, so delivery. Oh, I see. Do I have to get it delivered to where I'm at? No, okay. Alright, so I don't. Well, then the question becomes, do I want to again go to my man, this is like really struggling here. So I'm going to purchase it. Went ahead and did it. Okay, it's delivered to Atlanta. See, I don't understand what crew on, crew off means. Alright, so let me go back to the menu now. And I should now be able to do missions. Alright, why is it doing that? So if I'm a freelancer, so crew available, what does that mean? And so if I take that, aircraft needed, so how do I transfer a pilot? That's the question. I don't want to transfer the aircraft. So can I transfer myself from here? Because yeah, it's not letting me do anything. So if I'm a freelancer, so basically it's like I need to get myself to where my plane is the issue. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and I've done a mission nearby. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to make this work. So there's no aircraft. Transfer cost is 300 as a freelancer. So if I do this, okay, we're going to transfer the closest aircraft. So I basically did a free flight or whatever. Okay, and then let's see, I want to fly, so I'm hoping I can do this then. Alright, well, in theory I'm there, so I'm hoping the plane and me both got there for 300. I don't know, I'm here. So I suppose that's all a good thing. And what I'm going to do with these missions is basically I can run them on a faster speed because there's not really a reason not to. But there you go, MatSimm carriers. Very exciting. Really crazy looking, but you know, exciting nonetheless. So I'm just going to try to go through and see, you know, just get to the flights and go.
Hi there, it's Felix. Now that you're all set up, let me go over the important details with you. You're carrying materials on this flight. Standard shipment for our partner based in Rennes, but super time critical. You must reach Rennes Mem ASAP. Sensitive cargo containers are designed to withstand turbulence, but it's crucial that you keep a steady flight speed and adjust to changing conditions. Let's get the cargo there secure and on time. You have all the pertinent information in your flight packet as a reminder. Safe skies ahead.
So same thing, other than it's in theory our plane. Alright, so we're gonna announce takeoff.
Kilo Charlie Victor.
I guess
Charlie
reset
traffic
everything
Cessna
again.
29674. Taking off runway 10.
I assume we're gonna need to be at 4,000. But we'll see. Alright, it has flaps. So should be all set here. It's struggling a bit to get going. I don't understand. It could be that the airport has a little bit of a hump. I don't know. Why is it struggling this hard to move? I don't understand. Like normally this would be moving along a lot. Like, yeah, this is responding oddly. I don't like it. Although I wonder if somehow I had slowed down my sim rate, maybe, because I had been playing with that, and maybe it keeps track of it that way from others. I don't know. Why is this not turning? Oh my god, what is happening? Alright. Alright. So in theory, let me try this. So then if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, that should be normal speed. Alright, it's behaving a little more normally, so maybe. And again, obviously I need to be careful because it's my own plane here. But part of why I wanted to be down in this area was that it's the weather should be better. So I don't want to be flying this up in the frozen north. So let's see. Now if I go here, AP, flight level. Get the flaps up. And then we're going to fly to Rennes Memorial, which is 76 miles, but we need to climb to at least 2,100 feet. So, and I'm not going to do much until I get where I need to. So I think I probably honestly want to get this up to like 75, because I think part of the issue I have is okay. So maybe we just fly at this height. So let me put myself at like 2300. Oops. Okay, so let me do flight control. No, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna have a problem otherwise. So let me up this. And that should work and get me down. And then I should be good. And then we'll zip along. We'll get ourselves there and we'll see what payments look like here. But in theory, what happens is you don't have to pay that amount that the company is taking. So that should work. All right. So we should be where we want. And now we go 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Alright. So I think that'll work. Just go a little bit faster. But you can see then we're... Alright, what I don't want to be doing is bouncing around too much. Because again, we don't want to crash. And again, I may, you know, do it slower in the future, but I kind of want to understand. Man, I don't like what it's doing when it starts bouncing, because there was another thing, like when I did this with the Vision Jet to try to get some things done, yeah, I would do that 400 or whatever. And it would move a lot. And it could be, I mean, because there could still be turbulence that it's running into. You know, and all of this is going to have an impact on, you know, what the quality of the aircraft is and all that. You know, we'll have to see how the fuel works. But, you know, if I'm going to get tens of thousands of dollars here, like, then this will be helpful. Because I do think I have to still... I thought I had like 16,000 of repairs for the landing gear. Oh my god. I don't like when I'm pointing down at the ground, because we're not that high. This is nerve-wracking. I'm honestly surprised we don't have any other air traffic stuff, but that's alright. Getting there, down less than 40 miles, and we had about 76, so we're more than halfway. I don't know that I could go the next level up. I think that would bust it. That's what a lot of people said, is you really can't go beyond like 2. I mean, and I'm up 3 because I've made it work before, so I know it can work. It's just, again, normally I'm up at like 4,000 feet, so, but there's no reason to like climb an insane amount here. But yeah, the fuel was 38%, and so the challenge is, like, I don't know if then I have to fly myself to where the next mission is, because my guess is I'm not always going to have a cargo mission everywhere I land, and obviously transferring myself makes little sense. Alright, man. Come on. Because yeah, it's climbing again after it goes down. So then the speed is dropping, this, that. But I mean, I should be able to get within 5 miles or closer. Alright, so what I want to do now is do the heading. I'm going to set myself there, and then we're going to put this on the heading. That'll work, because that will probably then put us kind of where I need to be to approach. Get a little closer.
6-5 Juliet, traffic Cessna November, 296.744 miles northwest, 2,200
So
feet
in
inbound
theory,
to land
that's
runway 29er.
In theory, that's me there. So we want to get in on final. Alright, and then come in. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Alright, that should work. So let me get myself turned around. There's final. And then we should have, you know, a little bit of time to land.
500.
So obviously once we get slow
6-5
enough.
Juliet, traffic Cessna November, 29674 is on final runway 29er to land.
Okay, we may come in faster than I'd like here, which is fine. Just obviously makes it a little more difficult. Come on, keep the wheels down. Okay, take off from an airport and land at another in an aircraft of your own. Very exciting. Okay, and the thing is, like, I don't know the runway stuff or whatever, if it's gonna, you know, give me a challenge there. But we got it done, and then the thing is, because I think they said I can get a Grand Caravan for like 180,000 or something, so I'm hoping it'll show up at some point.
6-5 Juliet, traffic Cessna November, 29674 is taxiing to parking.
And we'll see. You know, what we can do, and, you know, figure out our maintenance situation and all that later. Okay, there's fuel. But I assume we can do all that later, but we'll see what our finance charts look like. So again, like, this is the stuff I love with anything I can do with Sims, and we'll just see how this starts to play out. But pretty much everybody's like, yeah, do cargo. There's too much that can go wrong with the other stuff. Alright, let's see what happened. Our first R mission. Alright, cargo integrity's good. Oh, I'm like, no bonus, really? Oh, we got superior. Awesome. Alright, no skip bonus. No bad weather bonus this time, which is fine. But this is the big one, the money. What does the money look like? Yeah, see, so we made... I mean, it's not a huge amount, but it's only 70 miles, so... You know, and we got the no skip. See, that's the thing, like, we still skip things, so... If I can move along... So yeah, base income, no skip bonus. And then we get, okay, mission reward plus 5% for each mission, 5% reputation discount. Okay. And we're still at level 75, which we had gotten to before. Alright. So the question is, does this count as an airline mission? Because there are... Yeah, see, I'm thinking it does. Because that may then open this up as I just do my work, which would be great. Yeah, because I have to do medium missions, which I'm not theoretically going to be able to do. But let's go look at the company. Alright. So 26,000 flight hours. So that was like when we spent for the plane. Then we made that money. Alright, so let's see. So yes, transfer. And then aircraft purchase happened. Transfer. Cargo light. I don't have any passive incomes yet. But then the question is, how do I do other things? So let's see, fleet. Now if I go here and I manage the aircraft, alright, update, checkup, repaint, wash. So you need to do a checkup update first. But it's mandatory in an hour, so I think I'm okay. And like, I don't know that I, you know, was not billed. See, like, I don't know, like, what my timing was. So that's the overview. Because what it's not showing me is the time. You know, so because I'm assuming it's not like literally an hour, like it's an hour of flight time. And that's the thing, 70 miles. I mean, it might have only been like half an hour, but I can't imagine I can do a lot. But yeah, obviously, I made a lot more than on a regular mission. So let's see if I go here. Let's see, so as a freelancer, like there's nothing here. So like me and my plane are there. And now, like, see, then there's a mission there. But it's like, do I fly there? See, and that's the thing, like transferring, like that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. Okay, so now, because I've flown, like you can buy new aircraft, so let's just see. Okay, so a new Cessna is $500,000. Okay, a new Caravan is $3 million. But I'm guessing at some point we'd be able to do things. Alright, wow. So, a used Caravan is still millions of dollars. but at least I can get them. So that's the most important thing. And so, like, let's see if we go look at this. Alright, the hydraulic system is good. That, like, what is happening with these? Like, why is this one 3 million? Now that just seems like, why would I pay double the amount when I could get there? So it was nice that we could get that Skyhawk, but again, I'm sure that was just to get you going. But as you can see, like, they're actually pretty good in the used market, which is interesting. Just wanted to check that out. But at this point, I am going to wrap this episode up. I'm going to keep looking for stuff. You know, I'm gonna fly some missions. We'll get some money going. I'll just see what's happening. But at this point, until I start to find something new to show you, you know what I'll be doing. But this is where we're at, and you know, maybe there is no you know, passenger mission, because nobody seems to have been able to find one for the new level. And you know, it is the same icon, so it might simply be like, hey, you've just gotten better planes, but you're not having to do a first flight because there's nothing unique about it other than your aircraft. So you know, although there is a passenger transport one, but I guess that's passenger transport versus charter service. So I don't know their logic, but that's kind of what's been going on. So with that, I'm going to step away. I'm going to wrap this up. As always, if you've enjoyed this but haven't dropped a like or are not a subscriber, please consider that. It's greatly appreciated. And I will see you next time.